Blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. All right, my people. Gonna talk some cricket, ICC Champions Trophy. Now, obviously, our team, West Indies, we're not taking part, but it's still fun to watch and see what's happening. And I must say that our main rival, England, they are being treated harshly, roughly, my people. We saw where their captain, Josh Butler, stepped down yesterday. And things got even worse because this morning they lost again, this time to South Africa. And it was a heavy, heavy defeat. Gonna spend some time going through the scorecard. Plus, we're also gonna take a look at how the regional women did yesterday. You know, they have their 50 over championship going on. So we'll zoom in on the scorecards. Let's give a listening ear until the end and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All right, so let's start off with England versus South Africa. This one was a very easy victory for South Africa. South Africa won by 7 wickets with 125 balls to spare. Now, England, they were bowled out for 179. Yes, 179. South Africa chasing that got up to 181, losing only 3 wickets. So South Africa doing their thing. The player of the match, Marco Jensen. We're going to go through England's batting card. We saw Joe Root, the former captain, getting 37 from 44. He was the top scorer there. A couple of other guys getting in the 20s, but were unable to kick on. Ben Duckett getting 24 from 21. And we also saw Josh Butler, the captain, getting 21 from 43. In the back end, Jaffa Archer, he ended with he got 25 from 31, including 4 fours. Right, so those were the main contributors with the bat for England. Bowling for South Africa, Marco Jansen, he picked up 3 for 39 from his 7 overs. He was supported by Mulder, who got 3 for 25 from his 10 overs. Right, we saw Ngidi and Rabada also picking up a wicket apiece. So that's basically how that part went, you know. So let's take a look at South Africa's batting. They made really light work of the chase, my people. Easy, easy, easy. Ryan Rickleton at the top got 27 from 25. His opening partner didn't trouble the score. That's Tristan Stubbs. But we saw the dependable Russell van der Dusen getting 72 of 87 not out. Klassen was also good. He got 67 from 56 with 11 fours. Right, David Miller was left not out on 7 from 2. Right, so he basically stayed there to make sure they got across the line. Jaffa Archer got 2 for 55 from his 9 overs. And we saw Adil Rashid getting 1 for 37 from 7 overs. So England getting beaten there quite easily. You understand? And that's basically it for the ICC Champions Trophy, my people. They, you know, they aren't going any further than there. You know, it's tough not watching West Indies taking part, but I think it probably would have been even tougher seeing us getting handled like this. You understand? As I said, England, they've been losing a lot. You know, so yeah, that is pretty much it for this part. Let's look at some regional stuff now. Yesterday we saw let me give you the results from yesterday's game. We saw Trinidad and Tobago women going up against Windward Islands women, and Trinidad and Tobago women, they won by 9 wickets with 203 balls to spare. Quite a comprehensive victory there for Trinidad. They actually bowled out Windward Islands women for 70 runs, 70 in 33.3 overs. Right, the only 2 players to get into double figures there. Glasgow, who made 13 from 19, and Noel, who made 12 from 25. Now, the chief destroyer for Trinidad and Tobago, Samara Ramanath, she got 5 for 13 from 8 overs. And if I'm not mistaken, she is actually the captain of the under-19 team, West Indies team. Don't quote me. You understand? This is just me saying this while I'm going along, so you can double check. But I'm almost certain she's the captain there, right? So 5 for 13 is what she got. Ramarak also was amongst the wickets, getting 3 for 9 from 8.3 overs. So Windward Islands women getting rolled over quite easily with the ball. Now, Trinidad and Tobago Trinidad and Tobago women, they made light work of the chase. Joseph at the top there remaining not out, getting 35 from 43, right? Saw got 26 from 53. Ramarak was left not out on 0, having faced 1 ball. So they got up to 71 for 1 in 16.1 overs. So that was a very, very easy victory there for Trinidad and Tobago Red Force. So why am I saying Red Force? For Trinidad and Tobago women. So shout out to them. Now, in the next game, we saw Leeward Islands women going up against Guyana women. Guyana women, they won that game by 122 runs. So another huge margin there. Now, Guyana women batting first, they scored 178 or 43.5 overs, right? And they were led by Shemaine Campbell, the captain. She got 77 from 97 not out, 5 fours and 1 6 in that knock. Monisar got 30 from 54. We also saw Grimand getting 30 from 49. So those were the main contributors there. Now, bowling for Leeward Islands, Kimberly Anthony, she got 3 for 20. She was supported by Maynard, who got 2 for 41 from 10 overs. So those were the main contributors with the ball there for Leeward Islands. Now, when it was time for Leeward Islands to bat, they were basically steamrolled. They were bowled out for 56, having faced 24.1 overs. The only person to get into double figures there, we saw Amanda Edwards, the captain, getting 13 from 45. You understand? Quite a few extras in that game, right? But that is basically how it went there for those ladies. Bowling for Guyana, Cherry Ann Fraser, she got 3 for 18 from 8 overs. We saw Millington getting 3 for 25 from 10. But the pick of the bowlers, Munisar getting 4 for 12 from 6.1 overs. So making light work of Leeward Islands there. Now, moving on to the next, moving on to the final one here. Let's just bring it up real quick. So we saw the Jamaica women the Jamaica women going up against the Barbados women. And Barbados women, they won that game by 54 runs. So another defeat to my home country. Barbados women, they batted first and they scored 199 for 6 of their 50 overs. Now, the Jamaica women, they were given a target of 200, and they only made 145 or 44.3. You understand? They had 50 overs to get that, to get that runs there. So let me see, Barbados 199 for 6, yes, and so that makes the target 200, and we were bowled out for 145 or 44.3 overs. So let me just get through that real quick for you guys. So Barbados women, they were led by Calendar, who made 54 off 100. She was supported by Kashana Knight, who made 48 from 57 not out. We also saw Cumberbatch getting 39 from 58. So those were the main contributors with the bat for Barbados. Now, bowling for the Jamaica women, we saw Vanessa Watt getting 2 for 32 from her 10 overs. And she was supported by Howell and Wasom, alongside Nation, who picked up 1 wicket each. So that is basically how it went. Now, Jamaica women, when it was time for them to chase, Rashada Williams at the top, the captain, she got off to a good start. She made 48 from 86, but separate and apart from her and Stephanie Taylor, who made 31 from 57, there wasn't much more fight. Nobody else really got into double figures. And Nation got 19, but apart from those ladies, no one else was able to get into double figures. So Barbados won that game there by 54 runs. Let's just take a look at the bowling for Barbados. Connell, she picked up 3 for 24 from her 8.3 overs. Elliott got 4 for 27 from 10 overs to lead the way there for Barbados. So shout out to Barbados. We'll try Jamaica. Big up on yourself. We touch base later on. Bless up.